It's mad how, I mean, I don't know anything about them, but it's mad how I've seen, like, how you hear about so many, like, famous records being recorded by, like, just these microphones or whatever.
Yeah.
It's mad.
Yeah, it's deadly.
So many, like, I just can't name any. But,
yeah. So many, like, full records, head to
but
toe.
like only this microphone.
57. Yeah.
With the
So many of your
SM58,
favorite,
right?
Oh, all your favorite records. Yeah, the sun has. Yeah, whatever.
It's like a Bose.
phone
I
is
think it's a
blocking
Bose.
Yeah, it's like a Bose.
It's like the cheapest Bose.
They
It's the
call
cheapest Bose that you can get on Amazon.
Yeah, man. It's the small. It's the thinnest Bose. Hair on my Bose.
Pubes on your Bose head.
Yeah, man, classic. But that's actually a sound that people like as well. Some of
They
your
like
favorite
it.
albums recorded with pubes on the Bose head. Nikki,
Fresh
favorite
dusting.
albums?
Nikki, come on, man.
Favorite albums? Jeff Baker, maybe Small J. They all use.
Come
it,
on
man.
now.
Oh yeah, they use the T-bone.
Of course.
Oh,
Of course.
Breaking that.
Alt J, famous for using the T-bone and not using cymbals.
And not being able to play live. Apparently, that's
That.
I don't know about that. I saw
taking
him
fucking. Oh,
Oh,
okay. Oh,
oh, flexing.
And-
loosen it up.
it was good. It wasn't bad.
It was great. And the day before I saw them live, I saw them live in an interview.
Oh my God! Might you've been blinded by love when it came to the gig?
No.
You
No.
had rose-tinted glasses,
Really? You seem like
No.
you seem
ears,
pretty
biased
sure of
ears.
yourself.
No, it was great. Great interview.
No, it
Great
was.
performance.
Great interview, great performance. All right, I'll absolutely take your word for it. I don't know
Can you
where.
remember your favorite question from the interview?
There was one question when a girl thought she was so like clever and she asked a question about the lyrics. And she was like, when they talk about triangles, I'm gonna butcher this now, but they talk about triangles like
Coming right out the gate, I'm going to butcher this.
Yeah, great. So you were butchering a story of
No,
someone that
actually-
you were laughing at for butchering a question.
I
Like,
got it. It's
All right.
a lyric in a song is three points or 3 lines or 3 lines, two
calls himself a super fan.
You love this
is-
band. You
Man,
love this band. 3 lines, 3 points. You don't even
Yeah.
know.
it's 3 points where 2 lines meet is a lyric. And she was like,
What's
you know,
the
one of your
song?
lyrics, you probably wouldn't know it, but it's a
yeah,
it's a-
cool. You can still name it. Yeah.
No, it's okay.
What was the name?
I'm in the flow here. I'll tell you after. But it's 3
Right,
points
in-
where 2
Don't
lines
stop him,
meet,
buddies.
and it's talking about a triangle.
I'm flown.
She's like questioning about that, and then they're like, "Oh no, it's like 3 points where 2 lines meet on each of the points." And she's like, "Oh, cool." So she thought she was like the cool, mysterious, like,
Oh, she was like, "There's 3 lines in a triangle."
yeah.
Ah,
And they
hey, look.
corrected her geometry. 3 lines, 3 points, 1 line.
Yeah.
This
And then
is the
absolute
horizon.
silence, and all you hear is Nick Dugan.
Wow, you butchered that one.
Idiot, Jesus! All right, can I go? Like, why do you guys rock so much? Why do I love you so much?
Why
What's
can I
it
never remember the
makes me love
lyrics? Why is Fitz Pleasure my favorite song?
Gives
It's,
me so much.
Called
pleasure.
Tessellate Belche.
I
Oh,
love it.
did I see the
Let's
phone light
tessellate.
coming on there?
You had to
You kinda-
Google it, man.
Kind of
know, it's-
underlit there for a second by something.
The shooting star. Yeah.
You're looking at the
The roof, the city.
yeah. What a vista out there, man! This
It's
sky
very-
is full of stars.
Yeah.
I've never seen so many moons in
It's insane.
Kilkenny.
Yeah, man.
Crazy.
It's an asteroid shower out there. Be
Yeah.
careful.
The DreamWorks man and his whole family are up there.
Yeah. His extended family's home for Christmas.
The fishing lines must be coming into the field beside them.
They're fucking tangling around each other.
Yeah.
Dangling and
sick.
tangling.
Gorgeous.
Nice.
How are we, lads? How are we doing? Been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while. Yeah,
Been a couple of weeks.
It's been a minute.
yeah, it's been.
More than a minute.
Yeah.
People say that. Why? It's
You
been a
said
minute.
Been a minute.
Yeah,
Were you
but
testing it out? You were testing it out. weren't you?
yeah.
People say that, and I didn't sound good when I said it there. I'm just wondering, why do
Like if it had
whatever.
not flopped, you would have been like not saying anything.
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. You would have been
You're
like,
like, oh, cool.
nice. Like,
Nice, I'll write that one into my vocabulary.
yeah, he's gonna slip in like a dope later on, or he's like, fuck, okay, minute slid. Nice, okay. Little
Scrambling
list
for the
of-
next one, like all flustered, like
little
pretty
list
dope.
of cool words. That's dope. That's pretty
no,
dope.
no.
Whoa. I'm gonna stop the podcast immediately.
Yeah.
If
Dogs,
say that.
maybe.
What's up, dog?
What's up, doggies? How you doing? How was your Christmas?
Oh, doggies.
Hey, doggies, it's been a minute. Jeez. Fucking hell, doggies, it's been a minute.
Oh my
How was your
God.
Christmas? Mine was dope.
Mine was fire.
Yeah, mine was
I had a
fire.
fire Christmas. And a fire New Year.
Yeah.
Have a
I didn't-
fire Christmas and a
I had
fire
a
New
fire
Year.
Fire Christmas Eve. Yeah, my presents were fire for mum and dad this year. Oh, fucking stockings were fire, man.
Man, I had fucking
Yeah.
fire in my stocking, bro.
Yeah. Fuck, stockings were fire. Stove was dope. Dog was on fleek.
Fleek.
Oh, how do you
Fleek.
spell that? Is it Fleeq?
You got it.
Whoa, shit. I thought it was K.
What's up? I am
Joey, fuck. What?
down.
Oh shit! Is it Q
Yo.
or K? No, it's K. Did you say K or Q?
Why is Steve the authority?
K
I'm
or
asking anyone.
No, I don't.
Who said FLEE?
I thought it was FLEEK.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
both
it's
said
K.
FLEE. Fuck off! Did you just look it up?
You said
No,
Q,
I
man.
No, I thought you were.
You both said Q. Rewind the tapes.
No,
I said
no.
Q. I said Q. I'm
You
proud
say
of it.
Q, and
God
I
fucking
said,
damn it.
I said you got it, baby, because I was thinking you were getting flustered with the E's and A's. So then once I heard the
Oh,
two E's,
Fleek.
I was
Yeah.
like,
Don't think that I get flustered. Don't think that. Okay.
I
You don't need to worry about that.
With the E's.
Thanks for looking out for me, but I'm a big boy. I don't.
I got your back. I thought you got the two E's and it was locked in. I thought you were gonna get
Honestly,
K.
man, I, like when you started spelling, I did not have a whole lot of faith. I heard the F. I was like, man, I'm surprised he meant it this far.
Jesus.
F.
Let's
F.
change it to Q.
Okay.
Fleek
Q
is
from
kind
now
of
on.
Here's
Here we go.
thing
Hot
that-
take.
here's a bit of a Fleek is kind of part of like the let's say the school of like 2018.
Mm.
Like
True.
what do we like something for a minute, but that's not necessarily they're not in the same class as Fleek.
You
know,
lost
I'm
me.
missing.
You know what I'm saying?
something there.
Something,
Like class
something.
of 18 maybe
you-
for
did you mean
Fleek,
to
maybe
say-
class of like 19 for a minute.
In a
A
minute.
minute.
In a minute, yeah. Like haven't done something in a minute or something, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, like what we
Like-
just.
What you just said, Nick.
It's
No,
been a
but not
minute.
we.
They
Not we.
haven't
Well, we all just said be in a minute, and we were like, cheers to that.
We were like, sick. That's a nice new phrase.
That's fire phrase. Yeah.
Yeah, fire even. Like is fire even maybe
Fire is more recent, surely, than that.
than
When you
Fleek.
send flames to someone on Instagram.
Oh yeah, man. You doing that? You doing that a lot these days?
All the fucking time, baby. Have you not got
And-
flames from me?
No, man.
Ah, bro.
I haven't actually.
Wow.
You're not fire, bro.
Yeah, I can't.
Not
set
fire
flames
yet,
because
bro.
I haven't got a cool fucking mic arm yet, so I haven't. I haven't
You want to see this mic arm? Check it out. It's fire.
Man, it's so
Jeez.
good, honestly.
Yeah.
And the
Whoa,
thing is, it just
whoa.
keeps it just keeps going, and it just keeps going into my wall.
What?
How
It was
is it-
actually
It's wall mounted.
no. Like it just like I didn't even realize, and it was just I found it, and it's coming out of the wall, and it goes through the house.
But you've never seen
It's
it.
always been there.
Oh.
Yeah. It was hidden. It was behind like all of the stuff I have on my wall.
Are you fucking kidding
I
me?
didn't even
Wow.
notice.
My
And
God, landlord
you can
didn't even say.
literally and literally you can go into any room, and you can just move a painting, grab it from the wall, and pull it out.
Oh, fucking extend the thing through the.
Extend it. Yeah. So if I
Also,
push
mic
it,
holder on the other side.
yeah, I'm gonna push it back now,
Right.
and it's gonna come out in Danny's room. Okay, ready?
Oh my God, I think I can hear. Dan. Yeah, no, I think I heard him yell.
I don't know if he's yelling. I think he might be having
Okay,
some
right.
alone time, you know.
Oh,
But
right. Sure, I thought I heard him yell because the mic would have come through the.
huh?
I thought I heard him yell out because the mic would have come through the wall.
What are you talking about, man?
What? Danny, that you were passing the mic to Danny there, right?
What?
Is that what you were doing? No.
Guys, I actually feel.
It was bad. We're just gonna mop it up with Nick. You don't know.
No.
Are you with us?
I'm on the call. That's as far as it is.
That's as close as it is.
You're participating. And Nikki, your mic stand, where's that headed? As you can see, I don't have
And Nikki?
one.
You sound like Margot Robbie. And Nikki?
Hey, Nikki.
You wish.
Yeah.
I don't know if Nick wishes that I was Margot Robbie, to be honest.
No, not that you were.
I
just
wish
that
you were speaking in
sounded
your
like-
accent.
Fuck it, I wish I was Margot Robbie. Damn.
Yeah, I wish I was Margot Robbie too, to be honest.
Dang.
This is a mic. What are we asking about?
Nikki, I think you got a little story to tell.
Roll, here we go.
Nikki.
Margot Robbie's
Ding,
calling
ding,
you
ding.
Nikki.
Yeah, buzzer goes off. Margot's standing outside in the asteroid shower. Nikki,
Oh my god.
let me in.
Okay, so we're gonna cut back to New Year's Day, New Year's Eve.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Last year. It's been a
All
minute.
right.
Oh,
That low hanging fruit. Right.
Nikki's
Anyway.
favorite fruit.
Oh, I eat that for every day.
Oh God.
Every
Five a day, man.
dogs.
Oh.
Every day, bro.
Oh, low hanging
What
fruit.
he gets is vitamin C. Vitamin comedy.
Hey. Okay, so New Year's Eve, you guys were isolating in your house still for like the last 2 days or something. And I wanted to go and bring you a bit of food. And
You don't need to use the cover story on the pod. You're just gonna come down and hang out for a little bit.
We were gonna come
Outside.
down. Oh,
Sorry,
absolutely outed.
Sorry.
Nikki has
exposed.
an angel-like image that he has to.
No. You're upholding it, and I am not helping. Sorry.
He's just polishing it. He's buffing it.
like a genie in a
Squeaky
lamp.
fucking clean, like.
Every alibi, bang
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
Bringing us some food. A fucking
Sorry.
chocolate bar.
You're bringing us some food.
Necessity. Okay, can we take it from the... So I had gone shopping into town to get food for my family. This is true. And food for you guys, also true. And the Google Maps was about like...
You're not on the fucking stand, man.
I pledge
Oh my
allegiance.
god, I don't.
Yeah.
No, I actually wanted to say before.
Rehash of the truth.
Off the record. It's not even off the record.
Oh my
it's
god,
part of
this
the
is
story.
unusable.
No, okay. I went shopping for my family as well. So I went to Lidl to buy food for my family.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, we have that bit. You're innocent.
This
It's
is
what
the
you.
problem, man.
I'm.
This is-
My
Yeah,
point was
we
that
get it.
my,
Image
I had a,
clean.
I had boot, I had
Nothing to worry about.
It's like it's you guys that I want to impress the most.
we
We
know it
were
already.
there.
We were there.
I know you're losing grip on your image, but
No, but it's good because you're teaching me not to be so uptight.
okay. Yeah.
That's what you're doing right now.
Yeah.
That's what this is.
Sure. Let's do it. Let's go.
Steve will take it.
So I'm driving out, and it is hilly, as Steve said, and I had one eye on the road and the other eye on the road, and I also had Google Maps.
Oh, this is unbelievable.
You
You were texting.
sent us a video. You sent us a
said-
video of the car driving.
I had both of my eyes on that road, and it was slippy, but I was watching, both hands on the wheel as well.
Okay. I know we're losing.
We
I was driving out to you
Sanitized
guys, and I had Google Maps going, and I could see it was like a good 20-minute drive from town, and there was a lot of elevation, ups and downs, And I was like, I texted you guys before to check what the weather was like, and I brought a picnic chair, and I was going to sit under the boot, you know, if it was raining, and you guys, oh, the weather's grand. And then when I was in town in the shops, you said, oh, it's actually starting to snow. I was like, oh, God, it is here too, in the car park. So I started heading out, and it was like a movie on the roads out from town, and I thought it was kind of cool. Actually pulled in and took a video, which I sent to my family. And
You pulled in for that.
and continued driving. Started to kind of pick up a bit. Didn't think anything of it. I thought it was totally cool. You know, whirlwind, like the holiday. I don't know if you've seen kind of snow, that kind of vibe.
Nice.
And
Yeah, the vibe,
move on, just
snow.
move on.
Yeah, I've seen that
vibe.
There's no
vibe.
need to like name drop one specific movie, but everybody knows what snow looks like. It doesn't look different in the holiday.
And oh, trust me, it does. On the way out, I started to pick up a bit. You know, I was kind of driving. I was like, wow, this is really like turned into a flurry as opposed to like a slushy kind of snow. And I was still like 10 minutes away, probably halfway, or maybe I was 5 minutes away from you guys. And then I just noticed the car started to skid a bit on the road. And I was like, oh my God.
Now, granted, it is all uphill pretty much.
Yeah. And I was on a really, really uphill incline there at that stage as well. And I just committed to it. So I was like 20 meters up it. And there was like another 100 meters, say. And there's a car in front of me crawling as well. And they were skidding. And there was like big kind of jeepy things flying down past me. Like they're obviously in a hurry to get home. And they were just like, you know, committed to it. And I was like, oh God. So I was like, okay, it's grand, it's grand. I'll just get up here. And at that stage, I knew I wasn't going to continue. So I tried driving, and I was literally like this, skating. So I just stopped.
Oh, shit.
And at one
Side
stage,
to side.
yeah. And then I was like, okay, I'm going to stop here for a sec, because I had skated and my arse is out in the middle of the road a little bit. So I was like, okay, I'll stop here. And
In the
that's
middle,
when-
just to confirm, stopped in the middle of the road, halfway up the hill, kind of.
half up the hill, two wheels.
Amazing that you
on my
stopped.
side. Two wheels on my
Oh my
side.
God.
And on my side, fine.
Yeah.
But like I was skidding, trying to like get traction, and I was kind of going like that. So I had stopped and skidded a bit like that.
Right.
So this right tire was like maybe on the center line, if you get me, and I was a
Okay,
bit
yeah,
askew.
yeah.
So I wasn't like blocking anyone, like.
Yeah.
So then I was like freaking out a bit, and I texted you guys saying, "Look, I can't get any further." So when I texted that, I don't know what I got a call from you. So what? Were
I think you texted me. You sent us a video. When you pulled in, you obviously videoed a little video of the snow, and you were like, "Oh, look!" Like, I don't know. It was obviously for me and Steve. It was snowing, and you were like, "Oh, look! Like it looks like class out here." Like, I can't wait
Yeah,
to
it was
go out."
positive.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
positive.
and
then
we were looking at the window, and just to confirm, in case you didn't no, somebody is listening who didn't listen to the one before. Me and Joey were quarantining inside like little Airbnb, so we were looking at the window, and we were thinking like, oh, it's really nice snow. But I do remember thinking, even at the point where Nick texted being like, oh shit, guys, we were like, what does he mean, oh shit? Like, it's not
yeah, I definitely
Really?
told you that it was
for some
fine.
Yeah, and I genuinely, I think, to be honest, that's because it kicked off so quick.
Yeah, no,
Like,
yeah.
it was mad heavy, and it was mad how, like, you know, you see snow that doesn't stick at all, that looks the same. But
Yeah,
we were
like,
looking
it's falling
outside, and
it's in the air, and
Yeah.
you're like, oh shit, but it doesn't actually stick ever.
yeah, but
Yeah.
this
It
one was
did.
just was sticking.
It was like a
every
dusting.
flake
It was like a
like-
sieve in a flower, and it was like just not disappearing. I was like,
Yeah.
yeah.
And we looked outside, and you texted, and I remember thinking, oh, like he's having a freak out. Why? And then,
Yeah. I said, "Oh,
then
you be
though,
grand, you be
because
grand."
we were inside, but then as soon as we stepped outside, we were like, oh yeah, it's like, it's like,
Fuck, it's snowing.
yeah,
it really
You're
is.
like-
though.
yeah.
And
It's bad.
I called you, and you. I think I called you unannounced, which I think was probably unfair at the time. You were under some high levels of stress, and you had texted, and the next text you had sent after the video was, "Oh lads, I'm getting a little bit worried here," and
Which would be rare of me as a person to be like, if I was worried, I'd act. But I was like, lads, I'm actually freaked. I was like a bit helpless, like. So I
Yeah,
was like,
you were like,
oh,
I need
shit.
something else
Yeah.
from somebody else and I said, I just texted being like, oh, you'll be grand, don't worry about it. So that was obviously not helpful.
Well,
And the
no.
thing
Get a
is, it's
reply.
like, how do you read, like, had we been able to read the level of worry? To be honest, when you said, like, I'm a bit worried here, the level of worried in my head that I was attaching to that message was like, oh, he's
bit.
like maybe worried about going back home after or something, you know? It was like
In
more
the
like,
dark,
oh,
maybe. Or
jeez.
something.
I was teasing
Yeah.
it out a bit, like
Yeah. You were just like having a wee text on like on the side somewhere, you know? Which you probably weren't. You had two eyes on the road after all. So
Yeah, both eyes.
you
Mm.
both eyes. So you weren't. But yeah, that was the level that I was thinking, I remember.
Well, I mean, yeah, I guess I didn't think it was any worse than a bit worried. But then I called
Yeah.
you and you could only shout "fuck" down the phone. That's all that I got, really.
Yeah.
I also just kind of thought you were taking the mick.
Yeah.
So I was laughing and being like, "Oh, Nick, man, I don't know what to say. Like, where are you?" And you were just going, "Fuck, fuck."
Oh God.
Oh my
And
god.
then you went, "Oh, I'll call you back. I'll call you back." And just hung up the phone. And
Yeah.
I think me and Steve then left the house to go and walk up the road and figure
Mm.
out which side you were coming from and go and
Yeah.
try and see you. But
So what? So you got halfway up the road.
Yeah.
stopped.
I was like, fuck, man, I don't know. And I was like trying to drive, and I was still kind of like, I wasn't like churning the wheels up and like getting deeper in the snow. It wasn't that level. I was just like, I have no experience of snow, and people may be listening and be like, oh, come on. But it changed from like 10 minutes ago, pulled in, like taking a video of the picturesque scenery, like of the
Video.
white.
You lost
Falling on-
valuable seconds pulling over to take the vid, man.
man, you could have got all the way out and back in that.
Yeah. And then 10 minutes later, it was like, I was looking around and there was cars, like, it was either like two extremes, cars like going really slow or like locals like bombing it, being like, I know this, I need to just get home. And it was like white, like,
I know this.
I know this is snow, right?
This is that vibe from the holiday. I know this one. Swerving around
Floor.
here.
Category vibe.
Yeah.
But then, so then at that stage, I hung up on you because I was like, I'm not getting out of this. Like it was, no, not in a bad way.
A lot.
But I was just like,
Great.
I was just like, I need to act here and do something. Like,
Well, yeah, I wasn't being helpful at all. So.
well, you weren't being unhelpful as you think. Like, you know, it wasn't you. I didn't know that you thought I was joking.
If you
And-
needed someone to shout "fuck" down the phone to, I was there.
Yeah, which
Yeah.
was good de-stressor. So then I was like, okay,
Yeah.
I hung up. So I was like, okay, and I think the main reason I didn't want to waste time, I was like, I want to get up that hill to turn, because it was like just such a nightmare, because it was such a big, expansive road going up and no like little gateways. There was a bit of a ditch, but like I wasn't going to start turning there and then get stuck and block like everyone from getting home. So then I just remember like Google searching the Garda station in the local town and rang their like local landline. It wasn't like I was ringing like an emergency service. I was just ringing for
Like ringing the desk at the police station.
In the garden desk.
Reception, like,
I
hey,
just wanted to talk to somebody who was in the guards.
but not someone who's going to really help me.
you wanted the uniform. You wanted the
Yeah.
firm hand of the uniform just
You're
to
just like-
guide you.
Calling it, thinking of the badge. Jesus Christ.
Eyes closed, like people behind me trying to like drive home. So I rang him, and this fella answered, and I have such respect for the Garda Síochána. They're great guys and gals, but
Oh,
like,
come on. What the fuck
fucking
is this,
suck
man?
it up.
Jesus Christ.
Oh,
but when I answered the
You
phone,
can do no wrong.
when I answered the phone,
few kisses for the fucking Síochána there.
Yeah. Do you want to shout out the fucking fire brigade and the ambulance service as well? Fucking hell.
when he answered the phone, I was like, "Hi, how's it going?" And I was like trying to compose myself, you know, from the last call I had. I wasn't very, you know, but I was like, "Hello," and they're like, "Hello, the Garda station," and I was like, so," and I was trying to be like, I think I might have been way too matter of fact about it, because he was like, you know, I was like, "So I'm driving up near towards Brown Mountain. I don't know that neck of the woods at all, but I know Brown Mountain is there somewhere." I was like, "I'm just driving up the road there to Brown Mountain to bring my friends who are isolating some food. I know it's starting to snow here, so I'm getting a bit worried." And it was like, he was like waiting for me to go on a bit more, and it was like 2 second silence, and he was like, "Sorry, I don't. What are you saying to me?" And I was
What are you
like,
saying to me?
and I was like, okay, I obviously wasn't like composed enough, so I was telling a story. I was like, so, I'm driving out the road towards Brown Mountain to bring my friends some food there, and it's after getting some very snowy, so I don't know if you have any advice for me. And he was like, Jesus, I don't know about that. I don't think it's that bad out there now, is it?
Oh, are you joking?
You're
me?
like, I'm here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was like,
sorry,
he was like,
like-
I wouldn't have thought that it's bad out there now, is it? I don't think so. And I was like,
Yeah,
yeah, no,
great
it's,
that you. Sorry, yeah, of course. Sorry, you wouldn't have thought. Yeah, it's fine actually.
Sat at your desk.
Yeah, thanks for
um,
that. I've had a
so
second
then-
look and it's fine.
yeah. So then I was like, I don't know, I was like, it's really, really coming down here now. I don't know if advice. She was like, Jesus, I don't know. I couldn't advise you on that now. I wouldn't be able to advise you on that now. I was like, please. I was like, just come out with your like chain around your tires and just pick me up. Hurry up, like in the head. Then at that point, I saw a guy walking down the. It's like it was weird, like because it was really snowy. He was walking down towards me, so I was like, "Oh, someone coming here! Someone come here! I might ring you back or something." So I just hung up.
Might ring you back. He was like,
It's like,
Block that number.
"What was it?" Yeah, he's like, "Don't. I don't want to
what's
get a
your
call
number
back,
on the
man."
police phone?
On
So then-
loudspeaker in the office, like all the policemen.
taking videos.
Yeah, yeah. The guy on the phone, like, yeah. Push.
Sniggering in the background.
Yeah.
So then I saw the guy come towards me, so I was like, okay. I thought it was like someone out for a walk or something, so I was like, I didn't want to seem like I was stuck in the snow, so I really started to get traction, and then I started going a bit. He's like, oh, I was coming down to give you a push there, but you're grand, so
Wait. So he was
Why
coming
didn't-
down towards you, and you were like, "Fuck!"
I was kind of like,
trying to kind of before
Yeah.
he
You
gets
wanted
to
to
you.
seem like you were stuck in the snow.
say again,
Why didn't you want to seem like you were stuck in the snow?
because I didn't know. It was kind of like I didn't know if it seemed like he was going for a walk in the snow, like a local fella, and I didn't want to be like stuck on the hill, and then him thinking I'm like in stress and him walking past me. Do you know, like
But that's
say if-
exactly what
That,
happened.
yeah.
just stay in the car, just holding onto the wheel.
It's like, say if you're I'm
hoping
just
that he
making- this
passes
is-
without saying anything.
revving like
Yeah,
and braking.
tires spinning, but just looking so calm.
Yeah, deep breaths.
It's
Tunes
like-
on maybe.
This is straight off the top of the dome, but I'm
Alt J, Alt J blaring.
Let's test the legs.
snow entering the open windows, like
So cold.
smell of burning rubber in the clutch. Just
The chocolate bar melting on the seat.
the guards on loudspeaker, like it's still up. Starting. It was akin. This is just straight off the top of the dome. It was akin to being, say, in like town, and you're like crying, and there's a stranger walking past you, and you don't want to look like you're crying.
Come on.
Man, shit, I'm so sorry, man. What's
Oh my god,
this been-
into that? How often
Holy.
does that happen?
It's never happened, but I'm just trying to make up a scenario in my head where you're trying to like gather yourself
down crying?
Like
before.
laughing in school. There's a one that's happened to everyone that is the same thing. Why did you use that example?
I've never laughed in school.
Of course not.
That explains a lot.
You've cried
man.
in town
so
if you
sorry.
haven't laughed in school.
No,
So
no, no.
sad.
Yeah, no. It is like it's trying to stifle your laughter when someone's coming past you. But I wanted to have it more distressing. kind
Yeah,
of-
yeah, I know what you mean. You're like, okay,
You're like,
I've got this stress going on, but like I'm working it, and like
yeah,
Yeah, you
I
don't wanna
like
put it
I
on other
feel
people.
like I don't. Yeah, they don't need it. I maybe don't even need them.
yes, yes.
But turns out, of course, most of the time you do need them.
Yeah.
It's the real.
That's true.
So I just like started going really slowly, and he was like, "Oh, I was going to give you a push there." I was like, "No, I'm fine. Just have a look, just taking in the scenery."
Sliding backwards
Yeah.
down the hill. Sorry, oh yeah, I'm grand. Tires spinning forwards. Just.
But he was like, "Oh," and so he caught the vibe, and he knew that I was like kind of fine. So it's like, "Oh, yeah." I was like, oh, is there a place to turn up there? He was like, yeah, no, I'm pulled in there. I just came down to give you a push, but you're fine now. So I was like, yeah. I was like, do you have any advice for driving the snow? And he was like, oh, sure, look, we'll go up there and we'll turn and then like we can have a chat or something like that. So anyway, I crawled up a bit, probably like
man.
20 meters up, and he had pulled in. So I like did a big swing and turn around the T junction.
Yeah.
Really good in the snow, like handbrake. Catch you later.
Best in the snow.
Yeah.
Actually,
You like cover him in a dusting of snow as you spin around and leave.
He's like,
Like a hockey player."
I just
Yeah.
came down to push you.
Yeah.
Fuck you, man.
The late.
So and then get caught in the ditch.
Yeah, and just fucking call the guards for the thrill of the chase. I'm up Brown Mountain. I'm breaking the speed limit. Oi! Come get me
Come get me, you pussies.
in the fucking snow. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, up the top of the hill, turned around.
Yeah, I had a little chat to him. I was like, he obviously knew I was totally helpless. Like, and he was like, I was like, any advice? And he was like, look, you know, he was trying to be nice and he was trying to be firm. He was like, look, don't touch the brakes at all. He was like, you know, you'd be grand. Like, you just commit to it and you'd be grand. Just stay going. Stick in the first gear, you'd be fine. Once you get down this hill, you'd be grand. Once you go over the next two hills, and I was like, oh my god. I was like, oh. So this is one massive hill, and then there's like another. It was really bumpy the whole way. And then I was like, okay. I was like, can I take your number just so I can text you after I get home, okay, or something.
Oh my god.
And he was like, yeah, sure. No, he was like, yeah, of course. So he gave
Fucking
me my
texting, calling everyone, like
Call the guy at the desk when you get home as well.
the ghost guard, like.
So he gave me his number. I rang him through, so he had my number. So then I started going, and I probably put the brake on way too much, like for my own good, because I was just like gaining traction. It was a hill, like first gear is still like there's momentum there. It's not just like a little, you know. So I was like, every time I thought I was going too fast, I like slammed the brake and I was like, skidded down like a meter. And I was like, this isn't the way to do it. But I was just so conscious of like cars coming up and me like, you know, sliding without control. So there was a lot of stop and start and like me slamming the brakes. Then there was like a really fancy car coming ahead of me. And they were like driving in the middle of the road. And they were like, then tried to move to the side and they were like skidding and like going all over the place to try to get out of the way because they wanted to stay stationary and let me go, which I did, and like they were probably very distressed. We just didn't even look at each other. We were like, look straight ahead. We weren't like showing weakness. It was just like so it started to get very quiet. There was not many cars. Like there was no cars from the time I talked to him and when I left him. So driving down, and then I was like, I can't do this. Like I was like, I actually can't keep going here. Like I want to just like run home. So I run into town at least to escape the snow. So I
The fact that that was an option in your head is crazy.
yeah.
To
So
run.
I pulled. So I just went to the bottom of the hill. And there's a house. So I pulled in like across the road and pulled in front of their bins, and I was a little bit on the road, but in front of their gate. And I checked the maps to home, and it was a 15-minute drive home. Sorry, when I say home, I mean the ring road in town.
Okay.
15-minute
Home,
drive.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was home to me.
Safety.
Yeah, safety.
Safety.
So 15 minutes drive, and it was a 2-hour walk. I was like, oh my god,
That's
they're
not
not. That's like.
No, bad numbers for
Yeah,
you.
and I checked to get to your house. It was like a 3-minute drive, 4-minute drive from where I was, and it was like an hour walk or something crazy.
Yeah, you were miles away from where we thought you were when we
Yeah,
were.
you reckoned we were very close.
I thought we were
Yeah.
closer than we were. Yeah.
Based on the, but then I suppose you were you had that whole thing. You were probably driving cautiously on the way up, so
I
it
was super slow.
You stopped to make a little movie. There was things happening, so yeah, we'd probably.
And it wasn't a normal day. I could like just bomb it. Not.
Yeah. We thought, we went up the road. We were like, well, maybe we'll just see him like pulled in. We went like 10 minutes up the road. It's like,
You're
no,
like, Nick's not here, man.
Oh God. So yeah, and then I pulled in, and I was like, okay, I can't, walk home, drive. I can't run home into town or whatever. So I ended up calling my parents in the hopes that they would come get me / whatever. But I was very distressed. Like I was the most in distress at that stage. I don't even want to go into kind of the state I was in. Like, but I was like talking to them, and they're like, "Geez, what's wrong?" Like, and I was like, "No, I was like, it's fine. There's nothing wrong. It's just I'm stuck here in snow, kind of." And just to reiterate, it wasn't like a snowstorm had just hit, but it wasn't like, oh, this guy, he can't drive in snow. It was like a bit more than that. Like it wasn't
Somewhere in the
normal.
middle.
Somewhere in the middle.
somewhere between dusting and like.
We'll put a video of
Yeah,
your video.
my video.
We'll put your video
Yeah.
over the top
Yeah.
so people know what the snow was like.
Like
Are you going to say measurement?
3 centimeters? Is that fair? It
That-
doesn't sound like
that sounds
enough to be
can we-
worried, but
no
it
You
might
think it was less or more?
more.
I think it was
really
more.
But it wasn't.
more.
More.
Please, God.
I'm
But it-
nightmares about that.
But it wasn't. Look, fair enough. Whatever figure it was,
Yeah,
or whatever you say,
yeah.
it's going to sound way less than like, oh, that shouldn't be scary. It
Yeah.
wasn't the fact. that I
Whatever
wasn't-
you say will sound like I shouldn't have been. Whatever number you say, yeah, okay.
It doesn't matter.
fine.
It doesn't
Well,
matter what
still-
you say.
It doesn't matter. I was enough for me to be worried. Okay.
I was fucking worried, bro.
What was the driving factor of my worry wasn't like me seeing the snow pile up. It was like a whole number of things.
It was the
hills.
skidding, like the skidding.
skidding.
That's like
Out
that's
of
so
control
real,
is a
man.
bad feeling.
And
You're
the
like
snow,
this fucking giant car out, like skidding out of my control. Like what?
and
am
the
I-
snow wasn't like you drive over it, it just turns to like water. It was like you drive over it and it turns into ice because there's that
Yeah.
weird snow we don't ever get. It was like you can't
Yeah.
make.
But it was actually cold outside, so there was like a frozen layer of ice on the road underneath the snow.
Yeah, and it was
It's
kind
fucking
of
lethal, like.
it's kind of dryish as well.
Yeah.
Like
I was going to say you can't make snowballs out of it, but right now you'll see the snowball that you guys made. So,
Where?
Do you have it?
it's just gone there. But I was talking to my parents on the phone, and I was like saying, like, Dad was like, okay, well, sure, I'll come out and meet you. I was like, I don't want you like risking your life to come save me. I was like, I don't want you coming out here and you being stuck here. So I was like, I'm gonna say like I'll walk in as far as I can and try and meet you. Like, so if he sees it's starting to snow at a certain point, he'll wait there until I get there, however long that might take. So I'm gonna say it's around like 3:30 at this stage, or maybe 4. No, it wasn't. It was 3:30. And I was like, oh, I noticed my battery's low on the phone, and I was like, oh, I don't know what to do here. I was like, I need to start going. I need to start moving. So I have battery, and they're like, no, just turn the car on, and I turned it off and pulled in, and they're like, charge your phone for a bit. So I grand. So I turned on the car, and like it was like, ding, petrol low. I was like, okay, come on. I was like, oh, sweet Jesus.
Oh man, that's not fun.
So a lot of back and forth, and then the woman drove home who owns the house. So she drove home at that stage. She was flying it, like she was like properly bombing it, and like pulled in and like ran to the gate, opened the gate, and because my windscreen's covered in like I don't know if it was like frozen over or something, or so it was like a turned off car. It was beginning to crack. So she
seal caved, all the snow piled up.
So she drove down her little slip driveway, and I was like, oh, this is, there's a car pulled in right outside her bins. Like, okay, so I let her get out of the car, and I hopped out, and I was explaining the situation to her, and I was like, oh, it's fair bad. She's like, I was like, you were flying it there. Like, she's like, yeah, well, I was reared here or something. I was like, right. And then she was like, you just have to like bomb it to just keep moving. I was like, yeah, I'm really not comfortable with that. I'm not comfortable with you doing that. So if you
Trying to put a stop to her drive.
Oh no,
Safely home.
vomit, no. Dear lady, please no, do not do that.
Please, when I'm here,
Calm down. Careful.
so there's a bit of to and fro with me and her, and came to the conclusion that I could pull into
Oh, yeah.
her yard and leave the car there off the road, because she said this is a dumping ground, because it was at the bottom of the hill. So she said, this is a dumping ground for cars. Like often there's like cars
Fuck
left
yeah,
there
they
for days.
slide all the way down.
Yeah, and she said you can't leave your car there because it'll probably get hit by people going past, or more people will dump their car there and stuff like that. I was like, oh my god, okay. So I was like gearing myself up to literally, I was afraid of going down her slip driveway. Like,
Wow.
she's like, no, you'll be
shit.
grand. I was like, okay. So anyway, I went for that. Left the car there, got my coat, had my phone, which was on like 20% maybe, and I just started walking. And at this point, I had hung up with Dad and Mum, and Dad had started driving in. So it's a half an hour drive to where, or maybe 25 minutes to where I was, normal conditions.
Yeah.
So I was walking back out towards, and trying to run a bit, like, and I was slipping, and I was trying to walk. I felt like Jason Bourne at one point, like, just like, you know.
Yeah, I think Jason Bourne would have been able to take the car into town. That's right.
The
He
car
certainly
into
wouldn't have
town.
been slipping when he was running.
Jason Bourne, like, crap. I'm scared
Jason
to
Bring
go
his
Bourne
down the
parents.
calling the
driveway.
guards. It's like,
Any advice?
yeah.
Telling strangers,
Hold on
can
a
you take my
second. Is
number?
that Jason Bourne? Oh shit! It was
Slipping
a nice
around
gesture
town.
to try and come out to see us, and we definitely appreciated it.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
And we were disappointed in the whole scenario. We were like, shit one for Nikki.
Yeah, felt bad for your family having to deal with that on New Year's Eve.
We were like, what a time sink for Nick. Like, he
Stress.
just, like, a nice idea gone bad, like, comes back.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were talking about it at like 2 o'clock, being like, Nick will be here in 25 minutes. That'd be nice.
Yeah.
But then you did arrive the next day on New Year's Day to pick the car up, and you
That's
came
true.
by and
Yeah.
dropped in, so we got to see you.
Yeah.
So that was good. Yeah.
Yeah. And the snow had gone before the new year even came.
Yeah, like,
the
the
snow was
sad
gone.
part of that was, like, I swear, like, the snow was gone, like, 2.5 to 3 hours after your whole scenario.
Yeah, man, it just started raining.
The reason I texted you asking for, I was like, how's the snow? Because I wanted to show my girlfriend a picture of the snow outside, like to really
Yeah.
reinforce the thing. And then you were like, it's gone. I was like, I can't get through to Joey. I'm sorry, but
He's hung up
No
on
evidence of the snow at all.
yeah. But actually, when I was running out / slipping and walking it back out towards town, there was a car that was just like left on the side of the road. Which is
Oh,
pretty
right.
eerie. I got a photo of that
Yeah.
as well. So
Nice.
Yeah,
yeah,
happens to all of us.
It's good to experience these things, I think.
good time.
Yeah,
Character
man, I
development.
can't remember the last time I was that stressed.
Yeah.
Stressed and alone.
Alone
Yeah,
is
it was
it's
it was
hard when
it
you're
was a
on board.
board, like-
fight or flight stress. Like I had experienced essay and assignment stress, but like this was
Yeah,
like
this is like,
survival.
oh, man.
Yeah.
You're
Real
thinking all the
real.
worst things, like my car into their car,
Yes,
full
that-
collision, like
yeah.
slide.
My
like,
car
here we
into
go.
him walking.
Yeah, yeah.
Imagine I just started got traction and like
Lost control.
The old man
Yeah.
coming to help you. Boink!
yeah.
He rolls over the fucking bonnet down the road, slipping.
Yeah, big fucking fair play to you. Look,
Fair
yeah,
play
I
to
don't
you. Yeah,
remember
you
last
got,
time.
you got in, you got out. Nobody was
Yeah.
injured, and you managed to deliver the chocolate bar.